Okay, our last example was from our the last thing we talked about, evaluating functions. If you remember, we evaluated a couple of functions, and when we evaluate, all we do is we put the value that they tell us x is equal to, and we substitute it in where we see that variable. So for this first example, where they ask us to evaluate f of 3, then remember we substitute in. So I'm going to copy this equation, but I'm going to put in a 3 everywhere I see an x. So f of x, so f of 3 equals x squared. So parentheses 3 squared. Remember, I put the parentheses there in case we have a negative number. Make sure I get the right answer. Minus 2 times x, so minus 2 times 3, plus 8. So order of operations, 3 squared is 9, 2 times 3 is 6, and then we add and or subtract from left to right. So 9 minus 6 is 3, and 3 plus 8 is 11. So f of 3 is 11. All right, let's repeat that. Let's do one more. It's a middle example. Actually, we're going to do 2 more. Sorry about that. So this one, remember I said what happens if our x is negative. Now in this case, we've got x is -1. So again, I'm going to copy the function that they give me, replacing x with -1. If we have to type that in our calculator, we must put those parentheses around this -1 right here that's being squared. Exponents first. -1 times -1 is +1. -2 times -1 is +2. Plus 8 copies. Left to right, 1 plus 2 plus 8. 11. Last example. What happens when f of 10? So f of 10, replacing x with 10. Exponents first, so 10 squared is 100. Multiply next, minus 2 times 10 is 20. Add or subtract last, and from left to right. So 100 minus 20 is 80, plus 8 equals 88. So f of 10 is 88.